My name's Tom Brown. Here's TomWeather.com. Today I began an investigation on what's like a setup I can recommend somebody to kind of bootstrap using IndieWebReader with WordPress. And I started out using DreamHost, and I ran into some trouble. Got some guidance from Aaron and David regarding there's like a little test harness on the IndieAuth plugin that I could use. And I wasn't able to get any kind of response from DreamHost by modifying the htaccess there. So I switched over to Reclaim hosting, and I was able to get that test to pass using Reclaim hosting. So I did make some progress. However, I'm still having trouble with doing a full login with Monocle to my Reclaim WordPress site, but I just set it up today, so I'm probably doing something real dumb. But anyway, I'll continue that, and hopefully I'll have something to recommend so that somebody could, quickly get going with IndieWebReader.
Okay. My name is Cornelius Toole. I'm Corn Toole almost everywhere on the internet. So the first thing I did, my easy task, was just connecting my micro.blog site to my domain. So it's at micro.corntoole.com. My second task was connected to, I was working on the blog archive format. I'm interested in being able to move podcasts, like from one host to another, or just being able to do a backup. So, so my starting point, because the hosts I don't really control, like what export they generate. I either need to take whatever export file they give me, or I need to take a feed. So I found the feed to JSON npm package, and so basically I forked that because the JSON that it was generating wasn't quite according to the JSON feed spec. So let's do a quick demo here. Let's see what. Not sure what. Oh, okay. All right. So I just grabbed the RSS feed from Micro Mondays. So right now everything is just hardwired in. I'm going to keep working on this to make this easier to use CLI, so you'll be able to give it an RSS feed, and it'll spit out an index.html and a index.json, similar to the BLAR in the BLAR format. So let's go and look at what it produced. So this is the HTML. So that was exported from that feed. And so one of the things that I wanted feedback for was, what should the markup be? Where is my gist? Right here. Okay. So this is the template that I'm using for the markup. So I posted a link in the chat. So you know, I would welcome any feedback in terms of what the markup should be. I mean, I don't think it needs to be all that complex though, but yeah. So Manton and I, we had some discussions, because the thing about moving a feed that has enclosures, you know, even images, right? You start getting into dealing with non-trivial file sizes. So I think it's almost like, I think it needs to be incremental. Like you need to export the markup with the URLs and whatnot, and then probably add on other tools that can incrementally download or migrate the media files to other sites. So and that's what I have today. So.
Last but not least.
Oh, my last. But not least.
Penultimate.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, then I'll be penultimate. Let's see, how we're gonna make this work. I'm sorry, it would have taken longer for me to actually key my password into another computer. Is that off? You need that? And okay. Well, once again, it's doing that let's mirror display, so it's actually showing my IRC thing, which was on my other screen before. It actually isn't 1080 mode. I checked that before I got in, but let me find the mirroring thing here. Every time it forgets that I want to mirror. So. There we are. Mirror. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Here we are. Quill. So you may remember Quill from previous demos. And yeah, you'll see notifications every time somebody mentions my name. So I have a dev site that you've seen me use for this, but so this site as well as my regular site are equipped with IndieAuth. So I can log in and it can ask me the question, would I like to access this site with this lovely picture of me? But once you get into Quill, much to my disappointment, there is no lovely picture of me. I'm joking because I don't really like to see pictures of me. But now, on the main page, it does that. So now that I've sent one pull request to Aaron, he's going to regret it because I might have more, which he'll have to evaluate. So now that required changing the IndieAuth endpoint in WordPress to actually return a name, a photo, and whatever else I wanted to, and then Quill to actually know it was there. But since that only took a little while, I also, let's see, finished up my work on geofencing. So I have these lovely geofences here, one of them being the hotel I was staying at last night. And if I'm within one of those, it will obscure the location and just say, in this case, hotel. So if I'm in any of those areas, it will refuse to actually, unless I override it, tell anyone exactly where I am. And then, of course, I had some free time, so I complied with the microsub.
It cannot be reached. It's working like on my phone and stuff. I don't know why it doesn't work here. Okay, I guess it doesn't work here.
With that computer.
Okay, it works here. I think maybe it was like secure or something like that. Okay, cool. So this is like the loading, the what is it, the page for my email address. So, and I didn't get to work much on it about it. I got carried away with doing like some other stuff. But basically, this is a landing page for my email address. So the idea is that like people like if you're gonna give that email address, right, people will just think that like you're kidding them, right? So, and I mean like this is a real email address, right? So you like go to idk.su and like see what's going on, right? So you're gonna go to like idk.su and you're gonna see that like it probably is real after all. So.
Or does it mean that it's not real?
Why would there be a page if it wasn't real?
No one knows.
No one knows.
Okay, the fact that it exists means that it's real.
What does it say at the bottom? Are you sure it says?
Oh, at the bottom it has, huh? Oh, what was the question?
Who's Noon and what do they know?
Oh, I don't know. And at the bottom it says, this is like my name, and in Japanese and katakana characters. And at the bottom, it's just kind of like the smiley face or whatever. So, yeah, I think like on Eventbrite, they basically always want like your email. Like if you RSVP to any events on Eventbrite, they always want to know like your name, like your last name, your first name, your email address, your zip code. Like they ask all sorts of information, and like they have absolutely no reason to get that information. So I basically, when I created my account, I decided that like I have a pretty unique name, and like I don't want people to just kind of like track me like everywhere, right? And I decided why not put my name in Japanese, right? And like test if they can actually print it in Unicode characters, right? And it's actually pretty surprising. I went like to a number of events that actually they did print it. They printed my badge in Unicode characters like that. I have some pictures about it. So this is my badge at the FIDO Alliance.
Cool.
And then this is my badge at like some other, I think it was like some sort of Microsoft event. Yep. So. Yeah, and I think I'm going to use your idea about the XKCD.
Fine. New Haven, Berlin, Düsseldorf, Utrecht, and then Portland. And that takes us to June, and there will probably be more in the last half of the year. We don't know when or where yet. Come to Portland. Portland's great. That is where I'm from. That's the one that I run, and we call it IndieWeb Summit because that is where it started, and it's usually the largest one out of the group. Although Germany gets close sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a good turnout there. So yeah, thanks. Anything else, Contact? Manton, would you like to say any closing remarks?
I want to like help pick up any pieces of like interaction stuff. It's trying to be the space like we found it.
Yeah.